Hello, I'm Katia and I'm the founder and creative director at Krama.
To be completely honest, I've grown up not really realizing what the impact of fashion was. I was, a fast fashion consumer like most people are, not really knowing. I had that realization when studying environmental economics and kind of learning about different industries and their impacts, realizing like, damn, fashion, the whole supply chain, there's so much wrong with it, but people don't know because all they see is usually like a glamorous, window shopping experience, and there's actually a huge impact, both social and environmental, behind it. And so I did a bunch of research and realized that I was, part of the problem as well. So I decided to kind of do something about it. Krama is an ethical fashion label based out of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And we do high-end street style for men and women. The idea behind Krama is blending traditional weaving techniques with modern design. The Krama is actually the traditional Cambodian scarf. It's the checkered scarf. Krama in general works with so many different organizations and talents just to really bring it all together. It's better together, like uniting forces and creating something great that can benefit everyone. Everything is produced with a studio in Phnom Penh. We would employ about 12 women, and all of them are Cambodians, and they all are working under FairSue, which is a really great organization that employs women fairly with fair wages and benefits that are higher than average manufacturing industry wages here. The fabric sourcing and weaving is all done in the Takeo province, so south of Phnom Penh. And that is actually a community of over 400 weavers, mostly women, and it's just a craft that has been passed down from generation to generation. Most Cambodian families have a traditional weaving loom set under their porch, so they can work from their own homes and support their children's education and their families in general without having to travel hours and far distances to find work, which is often the case for rural communities. And that organization is under Color Silk, and the rest of our materials that are not woven are actually upcycled from local factories. So given that Cambodia, as I said, relies so much on garment manufacturing, there's so much fabric surplus that we collect from different warehouses, or even in the markets you'll find a lot of end of rolls. You never really know what you're going to find, and that's part of the sort of volatility of it all, but and the poetry of it all, I guess. We track the eco-impact that each of the garments have on the environment compared to industry standards. So actually when you purchase the Krama item, you'll see on your tag the savings that you've done in waste, water, and CO2 emissions compared to the equivalent of that item in industry standards. Because we can, coin brands as being like ethical, sustainable, but like if you have actual data to support that and you have numbers that tell you like, wow, this t-shirt saved you like 2,000 liters of water compared to a conventional industry t-shirt, I think that's super important. It's a huge part of who we are as Krama. And so we did pretty much figure out what the conventional clothing data is, and then calculating our own using the same process. So whole supply chain, from weaving of the fabric, the fans and electricity used in the sewing rooms, water usage from washing to ironing, and then also transportation to and from one place to the next. So all of that is taking into account, and that allows us to kind of just collect all these different data of all the different stages from a cotton bud to an actual t-shirt. We had no idea what our impact would actually be, but then we realized like, wow, we're actually essentially zero waste, so that's amazing. And our biggest eco savings is actually water. Each garment saves hundreds and hundreds of liters of water compared to conventional clothing. So that was really rewarding to figure that out. I think there's room for change and room to do things differently. I just realized that, this is the way I want to do things, and it might be a bit more difficult and more expensive to make, but it's totally worth it.